All right, you beautiful humans. Today we're going to be talking about something I am very familiar with, but with a financial spin. Apple keeps dropping new products, and once again, people line up to buy. It doesn't matter if it is $800, $1,500, or even more when it comes to the Mac lineup. A new iPhone? Take my money. But here's what we don't talk about enough, and Apple isn't just selling phones. They are selling identity, trust, and the illusion of control. And the more that we keep buying, we keep financing and upgrading, the more that they actually win. But when it comes to Apple, it seems that the lines get blurred, and I am truly not here to make you feel guilty. I just want to help you realign your perspective, because over on my tech channel, I review Apple products. That audience over there wants specs and features, but this channel, this is actually where we get to talk about the financial side of the story Apple isn't telling. And do we really need the latest iPhone, or does it represent something deeper like status, belonging, even security? Apple isn't just selling devices, they're selling emotion, and they are mastering this. Even people living paycheck to paycheck stretch their budgets to upgrade. There's the Apple Card financing, and I agree, it is a great little feature, but it can get you into trouble if you're not careful. There, of course, are the trade-ins, the carrier deals for sure, because they all mask that price sensitivity and anchor us to monthly payments instead of total cost. But let's actually get real here. So that $1,200 iPhone 16 Pro Max, that's more than what 59% of Americans can afford to cover if there is an emergency. Now, if it's a tool that helps you earn money, maybe there's a case for that. But if you can't afford a $1,000 emergency, you might need to rethink how that device is serving you. Because in 2013, if you had taken that $1,200 investment and put that into Apple stock, it would be worth around $20,000 today. So ask yourself, are you consuming wealth or are you building it? And here's the thing, it's not just consumers. Businesses idolize Apple too, because everyone wants to be like Apple. It's the clean branding, the beautiful packaging, the sleek marketing, but most of them really just miss the point and really miss the point. It's not about Apple just being cool. They are operationally elite. They control their supply chain, they own the retail, and they have built out an ecosystem that keeps customers locked in and loyal. Everyone copies the look, but Apple wins because they control the system and their margins actually prove it. So if you're building a business or working from one, stop chasing the aesthetics and start studying the strategy. And there's also all of this information that's written about Apple, all of this content tied to the markets, all of their releases. It is very busy out there when it comes to any kind of news. When it comes to Apple, they are written about constantly, multiple times a day. It's become kind of like an economic thermometer, but that can be misleading. It might not be measuring economic health, but really just how far people are willing to stretch to look like they're actually doing well. And even in tough times, people will finance luxury. They don't delay gratification, they delay the payments. So if Apple is still gaining market share, is that a sign of confidence? Or is it more of a warning about how deep the illusion of wealth runs? And yes, I have seen so much content out there about housing costs have outpaced wages. I recognize that this gap keeps widening year over year, but there's another layer to this. We're drowning in monthly payments, subscriptions, and digital dopamine. Our parents didn't have that. That is another part of why their dollar went further. And let's clear something up about Apple moving production to India. That didn't start with this current administration. I mentioned this on my tech channel years ago. Apple's been planning this long before tariffs became headline news. Why? Well, geopolitical risk, rising labor costs in China, of course, that COVID supply chain that really shocked everybody, and they're diversifying, and India is a big part of that. And with the tariffs back on the table, Apple isn't reacting, they're insulating, protecting those margins, securing pricing, and staying ahead. Meanwhile, most of us are still reacting to $1,200 phones and $7 eggs, and I am so sick of the egg reference. So I would like to just get rid of it right now. It's like the toilet paper thing. But anyway, Apple's planning for their financial future, and the question is, are you doing the same? And what I'm trying to convey here is I am not telling you to not buy an iPhone. I use one too, but even as a tech reviewer, I am still using the iPhone 13 Pro, which is 3 generations behind. I'll upgrade when I'm ready and when I feel like it has earned my money to do so. But I also own Apple stock because I'd rather participate in the system than just fund it. And if you love Apple products, that's great. But don't stop at being a consumer, become an owner. And if you're building something like a business, a side hustle, a career, don't get distracted by the flash, focus on control and the value and the strategy. And that is actually where real wealth is built. Now, whether this actually lands or not, Apple is a mirror. It reflects what we value, what we chase, and for some, how we handle money. So before you hit checkout on your next upgrade, ask yourself, am I acting like a consumer or an owner? Because honestly, I can speak from experience that that device that you have right now will likely serve your needs. So as we get out of here, I just wanted to say that I appreciate your time on this one. Please feel free to hit me up in the comment section below. Go out there and stay informed and stay empowered on your next level up, and I will catch you right back here on the next one.